You're watching EAC News. Thanks for joining us. A P-8A Poseidon maritime patrol aircraft was illuminated on Thursday while flying over Australia's northern approaches by a laser from a People's Liberation Army Navy vessel, potentially endangering lives, the Defense Department has said. Australian Prime Minister Scott Morrison has accused Beijing of an act of intimidation on Sunday, February 20th, after a Chinese Navy vessel has directed a laser at an Australian military surveillance aircraft last week. Australia has raised the issue directly through the diplomatic and defense channels.
It's the way Australia stands up to coercion and bullying and intimidation and threats. Australian Prime Minister Scott Morrison says it was a dangerous act. These sorts of things can disable such aircraft and put those in the aircraft at great risk. It was a reckless and irresponsible act, and Morrison says it should not occur. Morrison has said his government will demand answers from Beijing. The Chinese vessel was sailing east with another plane ship through the Afara Sea, and at the time of the incident, the department, he said. The sea lies between the north coast of Australia and the south coast of New Guinea. The Defence Department has also said that the both ships have since transited through the Torres Strait and were in the Coral Sea. Relations between Australia and China, its top trade partner, has soared after Canberra has banned Huawei Technologies company from the 5G broadband network in 2018, toughened laws against foreign political influence, and has urged an independent investigation into the origins of COVID-19.
I'm very concerned about the actions, though, of using the lasers on an Australian surveillance aircraft. That is, I can see it no other way than an act of intimidation, one that is unprovoked, unwarranted, and Australia will never accept such acts of intimidation. They're in our exclusive economic zone. It did not occur in Australian waters, but I have no doubt that it had been an Australian vessel or a British vessel, American vessel, a French vessel, a Japanese vessel, for that matter, or German, that was going through a similar waters up in the South China Sea, and that was done to a Chinese surveillance aircraft, then I think people can guess about what the reaction to that would have been. And it's not just important for Australia, but I think all around the region, this explanation should be provided as to why a military vessel, a naval vessel, in Australia's exclusive economic zone would undertake such an act, such a dangerous act, in relation to Australian surveillance aircraft, legitimately doing what it's doing their job, being where they have every right to be. And that act of intimidation is not just a message that I suppose they're trying to send to Australia, a message that we will respond to, but it is a sign of the sort of threats and intimidation that can occur to any country in our region. And that's why we need to band together.